Yo, y'all see these Union dunks right here? These joints fire, ain't they? You know what else would be fire though? You subscribe to that special delivery channel. Yeah, you know, that new joint, it's coming. It's coming, y'all. Watch out for that link. It's coming. It's getting closer. Even closer now. Still getting closer. What's good, family? It's your boy Sykes, and you are looking live at another episode of Special Delivery. With today, we got these Union LA dunks on tap, and I gotta say, these joints are pretty fire, man. That's honestly surprising coming from your boy, because if y'all remember when the images of these joints first leaked, I was hating. I was hating hard and like heavily too, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it was bad. But I had my reasons, right? This is a Nike dunk with all this nylon just all over it. It's just kind of weird. It was a little bit too out of the box for your boy. You know how much I love the dunk. But what I didn't know was how much this weird design actually played into the storytelling about this sneaker. When I found out what that story was, I was sold on it. What sold me? We're gonna talk about that in a second, but before we get into it, y'all know what it is, man. We gotta unbox these joints, so let's do it. All right, let's take a look, see what Union hitting on, y'all. This is really nicely wrapped, y'all. This is really nice. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay, man, this is a really good sneaker, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I was hating. I was wrong. This is really good, man. This is the court purple colorway of the Union LA Passport dunk. And honestly, you get some Lakers vibes from this thing, kind of, right? With this gold stitching that's kind of all over the thing. But look, you have your classic Union LA staples in this thing, right? Like you've got your Union LA tag right here on the quarter panel like we have on every other Union LA sneaker, but then you also get some, you know, a little bit of difference, a little bit of variance. Like you have these frills that are on the swoosh right here and then on the back heel here that actually play a little bit into our story that we'll talk about a little bit later. Then you have this glossy swoosh right here that actually goes into the back of the heel to the pull tab as well. And then you have this button right here with the classic Sidney Poitier silhouette that is the signature of Union LA. You go to the outsole. This might actually be my favorite part of the sneaker, man. It's just a beautiful purple translucent outsole. This thing is amazing. You got that Sidney Poitier silhouette right here. And yellow, you can kind of see it through the sole. I'm gonna tell y'all, it's probably gonna hurt me a little bit to walk on these joints, but look, man, I know all that is well and good, but that ain't what y'all really here for. Y'all wanna talk about this material that's all over this sneaker, right? And what this actually is a material called ripstop. And we see it in things like, you know, combat gear and flags. And what it's used for is actually reinforcement. So this is a material that you would see in those things to actually prevent them from ripping. That's why it's called ripstop, right? And so you see it all over the sneaker right here from the toe to the heel up here. And then, man, like the cool part about it is you can actually cut this off, and underneath this is actually just a regular leather that you would see on a Nike dunk. So you got that purple and white underneath here, which is why this is called the court purple dunk. But the thing that we need to really note for the day is, as far as being important for our purposes in this episode right here, is that this material is actually used a lot in luggage, right? Like that's a very important thing to know. Things like backpacks, duffel bags, suitcases, what have you, things that you're carrying things in. And that's important to note because those things are all about travel, just like these sneakers right here. Let's talk about that. So again, these sneakers are all about travel. That's why you have this ripstop material all over them. That's why you have these frills right here that are supposed to represent the wear and tear on people's suitcases as they come and go. That's why you have a hang tag right here on the left shoe that looks like a bag tag. And it's why you have a box that looks like a plane ticket, because these are all things related to travel. And so you're probably asking, yo, Sykes, what about travel has anything to do with sneaker culture? And I'm gonna tell you, the answer is actually a lot. Well, I guess I should say it used to be a lot anyway. Believe it or not, there was actually a time in sneakers where there were lots of regional releases that were specific to different cities across the country and even sometimes different countries, period. And so the most dedicated and often the richest sneakerheads in the world would literally drop everything at the drop of a hat and cop a plane ticket, go fly and cop the shoes to add them to their collection, because that was literally the only way that they could get it. There was no StockX or GOAT or eBay or whatever to go buy these sneakers offline fairly easily and just add them to the collection. You had to physically get up and go. And that's what this whole passport pack is inspired by. Chris Gibbs, the founder of Union LA, actually designed all 3 of the sneakers in this pack after shoes that he flew overseas to go get. One of them came from Europe, 2 of them came from Japan, and our joints right here, these Court Purple joints, were actually inspired by the 1999 City Attack pack that was exclusive to Japan, that had 2 pairs of high top dunks that came in this purple and white colorway. And the cool part about this is that if you actually cut this ripstop material off, then you can actually see that same purple and white colorway with a little bit of Union flavor to it, which I think is a really great design touch. But that's not really the best part about this shoe. The thing is, this is kind of a time capsule, right? Like it pays homage to an OG Nike Dunk silhouette that a lot of people didn't know about and some people have been looking for years. But more than that, it also pays homage to the old traditions of sneaker culture, of just going outside, touching grass, and traveling to go get the shoes that you want, however far that may be. And that's something that we just don't really have a lot of these days. And I wish we had a lot more of it. Can I talk about that for a second? That's what sold me so well on this story. It's those adventures and the tradition that I feel like is missing from sneaker culture right now. And look, I ain't mad that I don't have to stand outside in the middle of December at the craziest hours in the morning anymore. And I'm also well aware that a lot of people be wilding for these sneakers, man. Like, people be ready to fight for these joints. And I think that's pretty whack. So that's all good reason that, you know, everything that we do in sneaker culture now is moved online. But I also feel like back in the day, being outside was pretty cool. And it wasn't even about actually getting the sneakers, because just like we take L's today, we was taking L's back then in those lines. And sometimes they were a little bit worse with what you had to endure. But at the same time, I feel like we're just missing that camaraderie that came from that. Just being outside and being with the people and meeting the people where they're actually at. It was just being with people who are like-minded, had the same styles as you. You guys could talk about whatever was coming up on the release calendar. You don't even really have to know them that well to feel like you know them when you're waiting in the same line for the same sneaker. Like, it's just all fun and games at that point, man. It was just a really good time. And I just feel like that thrill of the chase that we all enjoyed together is just missing from sneaker culture right now. Everything is just easy, it's convenient, it's at the click of a button. And when we don't get it, we get so upset because we've gained nothing of value from waiting and trying to get these sneakers. But I feel like if we just go outside for maybe a regional release that's in like DC or New York or Houston or wherever it is, then maybe we can just all take a trip and have a little bit of a good time while we're doing it. So even if we take the L, we meet some people along the way and it's pretty cool. But I don't know, I'm just one guy, who knows? Either way, this has been Special Delivery. I'm your boy Sykes, and this is Union LA's Passport Pack Dunk. We'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Special Delivery. Make sure you like and subscribe to catch future episodes of Special Delivery. And in the comments, let us know how far you would be willing to travel for some sneaks, man. Me, I might not be able to go down the street with this wedding we planning, but I don't know.
Go for me in the